What is up, YouTube? Chartsmith back at it again. It has been a few months since I last uploaded a video, live stream, short, whatever I did at the time. But it's time to pick up the content game again. Because it's not only important for building, trying to build a community with like minded people that are interested in trading or trying to learn or talk about the markets, etc. I figured out it's also really good for my confidence because when you upload videos or screenshots of your charts, etc., live stream even, you really expose yourself in the way of thinking about the market, about the decisions you make, about your strategy. It's really out there. So people are gonna see it, people are gonna judge it in good or bad ways, that doesn't matter. So that's a good thing for your confidence. It's a kind of exposure that only wants to make me get better in this game. So that's also a reason why we're gonna pick it up again. And also for the community, we really want to build a space for people to connect with each other and talk about it. We're not there to sell anything because, yeah, why should we? We already benefit from people just being there and talking about the market. So that's that. There will be a link to the Discord in the description, of course. But right now, I want to get back into the whole content game. We're just starting out of a simple video about the Nasdaq of today, 4th of August 2025. I think this is gonna be a daily thing. It's not really, it doesn't really have to be a long video. Quick, simple explanation about what I think of the market today. So let's get into it. Let's start at the daily. Since the beginning of July, Nasdaq has been making new all-time highs the whole time. As you can see, it's not big rapid candles when there's a lot of buying power in the market for the last few weeks. It has really been a slow grind up, just building up liquidity. And eventually, the market is gonna need some liquidity from the lows again, as you can see here. So there was one pump up again, and just a big reaction down as the market likes to do it. To zoom in, we have to go to a smaller time frame. I think the 4 hour will be nice here. Big liquidity pool at the lows here. That one is being left open. Let's see if it matters. Because all of this liquidity is hunted, so it's gone. As I said, small range here to accumulate orders to push up again. It wasn't really a big rapid move, just a small grind towards new all-time highs the whole time, which means a lot of liquidity is being built up. Equals like this don't really have to matter if the market has taken out enough liquidity. It has taken out liquidity from these moves, so we don't have to take it back. If the market wants to take out this equals, it will, but it really doesn't have to. It's really simple. If we're gonna leave open a low from here, you can expect high lows for higher highs, because on the bigger picture, it's still up until proven otherwise. Your invalidation point is really low on high time frames. On the daily, it can be a bit lower. On the daily, I would say this is your invalidation point for your daily structure. So the market has a long way to keep up the uptrend. Just before August has started, we had a big pump up in the evening on the 30th of July. After the 31st of July, London and New York just gave up that whole move, and there was a big reaction down. So this is a way for the market to lure in a lot of buyers to then take over the positions and move price towards the downside again. Because a pump like this isn't a coincidence when they have been grinding up the whole time. And a pump like this, most people will get way too bullish. A lot of buying orders get into the market. Well, what do the market makers do? They take over the buying orders and just sell right through it. That is what happened here. Just a normal reaction of the market. It took out the liquidity it needed to take out. I also saw this daily fair value gap that brought you towards a new high right after you made new all-time highs. So this is a relevant gap. Maybe the market is gonna react from this. you get a small sell off, or you're gonna make your high low from this. Or maybe you can take out the equals from here. There are a lot of things that can happen there. But if the price is there, we're going to react to it, of course. So this can be a POI for the market. Further, not really interesting on the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, same story. Since we took out that low, that was Friday, Monday. Asia just started moving up. London followed. Nice gain off the last high that brought you towards a new low in the liquidity hunt. A lot of people started buying here because she took out the liquidity. Those early buyers have been stopped out. So that's a nice liquidity grab. After grabs like this, the market likes to trade towards the high that caused the liquidity hunt. Yeah, further, not really interesting here. We just will have to wait for a continuation long to be created. With London, nice liquidity sweep and move up. Let's see if there was a trade to be taken there. Yeah, 15-minute, not really interesting things to see apart from this gain. But it's also on a 1 hour gain, so I see the video is already getting a bit long. So let's speed through this. Something we bounced on, not really a PD array we tapped. Let's see if this was an SMT. Also not. Okay. Not really a gap at the bottom here. For value gap never got tested back. Not really internal structure to break. Here you had the confirmation. You can trade back towards this high again. So not really a trade opportunity over here, I would say. Not something I would take. Local picture right now. It's up to proven otherwise. AM high is still left open. Let's look at ES. Also left open, so no trouble there. I like these kinds of price action because when the price is ranging like this, it's always really nice to read and predict what's gonna happen next, because then you can see where orders are being put in. As you can see here, when you broke above this, a lot of people are gonna buy here, put the stop loss below here, took out the low, started back up towards the high again. Again, right now, took out the high, profit taking of course, but also new people that started buying because they see this. So what do they expect? This it can get interesting right now if we're gonna take out this low, or leave it open in this case, but take out the low, make some sort of SMT, and make a gap that we can test in first and then towards the new upside. For the rest of the day, as I said, maybe we can get to some sort of new range that we can read when we take out AM high. Really nice point of interest there. So the AM high, and as I talked about, the 1 day inverse for value gap can be an interesting point for price to create a continuation long. This was an interesting liquidity hunt. I want to map this one out as well. Because if we're gonna do the same thing that happened here to this, so we're gonna come down, take out this low, and then come back up again, then it's really interesting. So I'm gonna map out this low. And that will be it. Maybe something can form over here, AM high, or something in the PD array. And what else is there to say? Up until proven otherwise. And if you get a bearish switch, of course we're gonna look towards the downside because we still have this big equals here. Or just a way for the market to make this new high low, of course. What will be an interesting place for the market to make the high low. But on the low, Asia low, of course, can be interesting. We don't need to, we can also just pump up. London low is where a lot of volume has been produced because it took out this low. So it will be an interesting place to look at. So yeah, I think we can expect some more upside today, but we can't predict everything. The best thing we can do is react to the market. So we'll just keep a close eye on what is gonna happen today. Let me know in the comments if you like daily videos like this about my thoughts of the market and making a plan for the day. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel because more is coming, and then I will see you in the next video or live stream. Ciao!